Hi guys, Top Pops here, and today we're going to be putting Funko Pops into different liquids to see what happens. So let's get started. Alright guys, so you might remember a little while back I did a video very similar to this, but the liquids that I picked weren't strong enough to really do anything to the Funko Pops. So today, we've got 4 new jars, 4 new Funko Pops, as well as 4 new liquids. And the figure that we're going to be using today is actually Valor from Fortnite. Now the reason I picked Valor is because she's got a lot of small parts to her, as well as a lot of different colors. So she's got like a lot of red, silver, some skin tones, as well as like a bunch of different paint applications, which is what I really wanted for this figure. Like some of the ones, like for example, I was going to use Pikachu, the original one, or the waving one, and that one only had like 2 colors on it and very small amounts of paint. But with this one here, pretty much her entire body is different paints. Also, Valor has a couple different parts that are metallic as well, so I want to see how some of these liquids react to different types of paint as well. Now, the 4 different liquids that we're going to be using today are some pretty fun ones. We've got Kool-Aid. Now, this one here is just for fun, but I do want to see if maybe the dye inside of this would dye Valor a different color. Like, maybe it'll keep her a little bit redder. I'm not too sure, but that's why I wanted to put this one on the list. Not so much that it'll, like, ruin the figure, but maybe change the color of it. Then, we've got a huge bottle, and by the way, I do want to mention this. They had lots of them at Walmart. I didn't take the last one. I didn't take this from anybody, but this right here is a huge bottle of hand sanitizer. And for this one here, guys, I tried to pick the strongest one I could find because, ooh, it does smell really strong. Because if it does something to the vinyl, it might do something to our hands. I'm not too sure. After that, we got this one right here. So this is a bit of a weird one, but Noah said I should try this one. And this is Listerine, but it's the original one. So I guess it is the strongest one that we could find at Walmart. And this seems to be pretty good. It says it kills 99.9% of germs. So I'm wondering if it also gets rid of paint. And then guys, the last liquid that we have here is this right here. It is nail polish remover, and I feel like this one's gonna do the most damage. All right guys, so these are the 4 liquids that we're gonna be using today. Now, let's get the jars and let's glue the figures to the bottom. The only thing I'm thinking about, guys, with this figure here is that she's got a base to it, so I don't know if I should put the base in the jar as well. I might have to. Yeah, it looks like we're gonna have to. She doesn't stand without it. But I mean, this is an interesting test as well. Maybe this will do something. I'll also crazy glue her to the base. Maybe I don't have to. It does stick in pretty well. But yeah, so this is what we're gonna be putting inside the jar to see what happens. All right, guys, so here is jar number 1. Let's see if she stands all right. Fingers crossed she does. She does fit as well, which is perfect. I was a little worried about that. And I just don't want her to touch the back of the jar as well. No, that looks pretty good, actually. And I am crazy gluing her to the bottom of it just because I'm afraid they're gonna float up, and if they do float up, then the whole figure isn't submerged. Alright guys, so I am holding down figure number 1 just till it dries a little bit more so it stays for sure, but it seems to be pretty good. So far guys, it doesn't look like any of the Valors stand without the base, so it does kind of suck that you do have to put it, but it was a little bit easier to glue it, so I'm not complaining. Now yeah guys, figure number 3 does not stand either, so it's kind of annoying. Before I put the last one in here guys, I did want to show off the figure a little bit closer up because it does look really great. I'm actually a huge fan of the way this one looks, especially with the different colored hair and the smaller weapon and stuff like that. So it will be interesting to see what happens to her pickaxe right there. Alright guys, so now that all 4 of them are glued in the jars, I'm going to wait about maybe 5 to 10 minutes just to make sure all of the glue is completely set, and then we're going to start putting the liquids in. Alright, so we're back now and they're all dry, so let's start with the first liquid here, which I think we're going to do Kool-Aid. And like I said, I don't think very much is going to happen, but I do want to see if this will dye the character either redder, or like maybe the other parts that are like purple or something will turn into red. I'm not too sure what's going to happen here, but it'll be kind of fun to find out what does. Also, because I know it's going to take way too long to just pour it out of the little hole at the top, I brought scissors. Alright guys, here we go. The first pour for Kool-Aid. I feel so bad doing this. I will say, that is way redder than I expected. Alright guys, we're just about at the top. It looks like this might be maybe 1 or 2 more Kool-Aids, and the good news is I bought 2 packs, so now I can have some in the fridge here at the office. Alright guys, so I just did this one right here. We are now on our 5th Kool-Aid, so it looks like I have to do a 6th one to submerge it completely. Alright guys, so we've now finished filling this one up like I'd said, and I want to show this one off a little bit closer up just so you guys can see what the figure looks like before anything's happened to it. I really just think the red in the liquid is going to dye it a different color, and then that's about it, but it still looks pretty neat. Alright guys, so for the next liquid, I think we're going to do hand sanitizer. And I made sure that this was enough because that took 6 Kool-Aid, so that was under 1 liter, and this here is 1 liter exactly, so this should be enough. Alright guys, here we go. I've never had this much hand sanitizer to just pour, so it's going to be kind of interesting to see what happens and how viscous it is that the word? But anyways, it's going to be pretty slow, so let's see how it goes. Ugh. I hope this is enough. I think it is. It is. This is so weird. Oh, it better be enough. Uh-oh. It's getting close. I don't know. If it doesn't make it, I'm not buying another one. We'll just have to kind of cover it a bit more. It should make it. I hope it makes it. All right. There we go, guys. It's covering it. It's not all the way up. I'm sure it's going to even out and be a little bit lower than it, but that's pretty good. I'll take that. You know what, guys? It's pretty much fully submerged. I mean, the hand sanitizer does kind of like tip up a bit there, so it's probably going to flatten out to be a little bit lower than it, but yeah, that's pretty decent. Also, that is very strong. Whew. All right, guys, so here it is right there. There is Valor inside of the hand sanitizer, a little bit closer up. Now, I don't think too much is going to happen, but because this is, I think it said, how much was it? 74% ethyl alcohol. It could do something. All right, guys, next up here, we're going on to the third jar, and this one here is going to be the mouthwash. Now, the problem is with this one is this one's exactly a liter, so it is going to be a little bit less than the height of the character, but I'm okay with it. Also, I don't know how true this is, but let me know, guys, is this the strongest Listerine you can get? It was on sale, so I'm guessing not too many people want this one, but yeah, I'm gonna see what this thing smells like. Ooh, that is something. Should be close, please be over. Oh, nice, perfect. Okay, it does submerge it, nice. Okay, cool. That is the entire bottle in this jar. And I already see some bubbling coming from somewhere. I don't know where it's coming from. Maybe it's getting into the figure. I'm not too sure, but something is happening in there. And if you guys want to see this one a little bit closer up, there it is right there. There's Valor inside of the mouthwash. And it kind of looks like apple juice, but I don't recommend drinking it. All right, guys, so let's get on to the last jar here, which is going to be nail polish remover. And this one's going to smell the worst out of the four. And we have like almost 2 liters of it, so it's a lot. Also, I wasn't too sure how big the jars were or how tall the character was going to be inside the jar, so just in case, I bought 4 of them. Okay, so let's get started with this first one here and pour it in. That's weird. I glued them all down, but for some reason that one tipped a bit. Did the nail polish remover already react to the glue? That was very quick. I don't think it did. I don't know what happened there. But this one here is going to be the most interesting just because I feel like this is what it's made for, to take paint off of stuff. I mean, mostly with nail polish, but I feel like this will do something to the paint on here. Also, are there purple chug jugs in Fortnite? Because I feel like that's kind of what it looks like. Yeah. Oh, whoa. Already doing something. What happened here? Hold on. What is this? Oh, what the heck? Okay, guys, so the base of the character has already been, like, I don't know, eaten off or something because there's no little pegs at the bottom anymore. So I guess this will be kind of an interesting test, guys, because I won't be able to fill this up all the way. I'll fill it up as high as I possibly can and then cover it with the lid. So yeah, we're probably only going to be able to get to about there. But yeah, this one's already floating because it's been eating away at it. Alright, guys, so I'm going to be putting a little bit more just because it won't push the figure down, but I kind of want to cover the figure as much as possible. With it already kind of eating away at it, I don't know what else to do, so I'm just going to pour it up to like about here and then see what happens. I think that'll work. Yeah, that's... Oh, actually, it could fill it. Hold on. Give me a second here. Alright, guys, so that is pretty much as high as we can possibly get here. I'm not going to go any higher just because it's going to overflow, and this is probably the highest we're going to be able to get. So let's cover this thing up, and yeah, let's not touch this thing for a week. Alright, guys, so there are the 4 liquids all done in the jars. I am actually really excited about this, especially this one here, because it's really weird. I was thinking about it. Maybe it was the crazy glue that ate away at it, but every single other figure had used the crazy glue for the base as well. So maybe it was the crazy glue reacting with the alcohol. I'm not too sure here, but yeah, this is pretty interesting. So anyways, we're going to be coming back in a week. I'll do small updates throughout the week just to show you guys if anything significant has happened, but we'll be here back in a week to show you guys what happened. Alright, guys, so it has officially been 1 week since we put all of the Valor figures in the jar. Now, before we get into the figures, I do want to say that I have like a control here. This is one of the figures that I had in my personal collection, and this is one that's never been in a jar before. And then, so we're going to be using this one today to compare them to the 4 jars here. And some of them, I don't know if much has happened to them, but I still want to compare this one to those ones. And I did bring some safety precautions just in case, because the nail polish remover was being a little bit weird throughout the week. So I brought a jar to pour the liquids into, and then I also brought some gloves just in case. And what I mean by the nail polish remover is it's kind of like emptied about half the jar, and I didn't pour any of it out, so it's evaporated somewhere, or maybe it's reacted with something in the figure. I'm not too sure, but I'm a little scared to check it out. Alright, whatever, we're gonna have to live with it. My thumb is a little messed up, but I'll take it. Alright, guys, so now that we're into this, let's start with the first one here, and I'm thinking we're gonna start with Kool-Aid just because I don't know how much happened to it. Alright, guys, so here is the figure in the jar right here. So you guys can see it's not stuck to the bottom anymore, and I don't know if it's the Kool-Aid reacting to it or just the glue not sticking very well. Well, here we go, guys. This is the first time I've opened it in a week, Yeah, that smells like Kool-Aid. All right, so I don't know what I'm gonna do here. I did bring some paper towels just so I could put the figure down. So maybe let's do that first. I have the paper towels. We'll pop it down on here and then we'll pour it out. That should work the best. All right, guys, so here is Valor out of the Kool-Aid. I will say not much happened in this one, but it does look a little redder, maybe? I don't know. Now, the good news is with this figure here is that part of Valor was kind of floating at the top, and then another part of her was kind of at the bottom, or at least submerged for the entire week. And yeah, I don't see much of a difference, and the thing is her hair is already kind of red as it is, so I don't know how much would have changed. But yeah, for this one, it doesn't look like much happened. But I did just notice this, guys. This is a film of the crazy glue that came off. So it looks like the crazy glue didn't stick to the plastic anymore after it reacted to the Kool-Aid. I've never seen this before. Alright guys, next up we're going to be going for the hand sanitizer here. Yeah, this one here looks like it's not stuck to the bottom, or maybe it is, but it's so dense that I don't know if it would even float up. Even with the head being hollow on the Valor, I don't know. I'm not too sure. But yeah, like I said, I don't think it would have floated. Alright guys, so here we go. This one is the only one that actually didn't float. So let me just, oof. I've never put my hand in hand sanitizer before. Oh, it did. I don't think it's stuck to the bottom anymore. It's kind of slippery. But yeah, other than that, ooh, what happened here? Okay, let me move this to the container over here. I guess the only thing I'm seeing that's different here is the pegs on the base are stuck inside of the Valor there, and they're not here. I'm guessing that's probably the crazy glue and not the hand sanitizer, but I'm not sure. See, now this is why you buy a 10-pack of gloves. Actually, guys, I'm gonna come right back. I'm gonna go wash this Valor off and see if there's any changes. All right, guys, so I actually had to ditch the gloves just because they were too slimy. I could not get all the hand sanitizer off, but I am noticing here something very similar happened to the crazy glue on the bottom. It's kind of flaking instead of just sticking like it normally would. You guys can see there around the edges, that lighter part is not actually stuck to the base. And you can see, I don't know, actually, I don't know if you guys can see it too well, but the base of the actual figure where the pegs stick into, those are pretty much all broken off. And if you look on the bottom here, they are stuck inside of the Valor figure's feet right there. And I don't know if that's going to be able to come out, but it seems like they're pretty stuck in there. But yeah, guys, other than that, kind of looking at this one compared to the normal one here, they're pretty similar. Maybe the paint's a little bit smeared, not too much, but yeah, I can see some black running off of the paint where her eyelashes are, but that's about it. Alright guys, I'm actually going to toss on some more gloves for this one because I'm a little nervous about this one as well. It's mouthwash. Alright guys, so here is the mouthwash one here. Now this one of course did react with the crazy glue. I just tried to crazy glue it so that way the figure is completely submerged, but it looks like maybe we're going to have to use possibly, I don't even know, hot glue next time. That one might work a little bit better so that way it doesn't react too much with the actual liquids. But you guys can see here, this Valor is floating and I don't know how much has changed, but we still have to take it out to see. Alright guys, we're opening up the jar for the first time here. I don't know. I don't know if I see too much of a difference. Well, that is a strong mouthwash smell though. Whew. Alright, let's take this thing out and see if anything's changed. From what I see so far, it doesn't look like anything's happened, but you never know. Alright guys, I'm looking at this figure here. It feels to be about the same as normal, but it's just, of course, a little bit wet. But one thing I did notice that changed is look at the base of this. So with all the other ones, I thought it might have been the crazy glue reacting to it, but none of the other ones are like this. But with this one here, it's become opaque instead of clear. So, I don't know, does mouthwash react with clear things and make them less clear? I'm not too sure, but you guys can see here, this Valor is pretty much the same as normal. I don't see too much of a difference. Alright guys, so kind of looking around here after I've dried it off a bit, I do not see too much that's different. The only thing, I mean, you might see is it's a little bit wetter. It's got like a little bit of a glossy to it because maybe some of it is stuck on there. I'm not too sure, but yeah, there's not much that's changed with this one. Alright guys, now let's get into the last one here, which is nail polish remover. Now this pop is pretty much destroyed. And if you guys don't know what I mean, every single piece has been separated from itself. Also, I do want to mention this before we open it up. If you guys remember, a week ago, this was covered all the way to the top. It literally went as high as it could possibly go, just so that way I could fill the figure up and make sure that most of it was covered. But now for some reason, it's lost about a quarter of the liquid. And I mean, for the Kool-Aid, it lost way less than this one, and so did the mouthwash. I don't know what happened inside of here, but something reacted with itself. And I'm looking at it here, guys. The Kool-Aid one is just a little bit under the top line, but I don't remember how much I actually put in with the Kool-Aid one, where I know this one here was way over the top. Like, if I were to open this up, guys, it probably went to right around this top line here, just because I wanted to fill it all the way to make sure the whole figure was submerged. All right, guys, so for this one here, I'm actually gonna have to pour it out, and fingers crossed this does not react with the hand sanitizer in the bottom of the bucket. This also smells really bad, so wish me luck. All right, guys, so far so good, but before we continue, I want to pour this out just to make sure nothing happens. All right, guys, so everything is now safe. Let's check out this figure here because I don't really know what it... Oh, okay, it feels kind of rubbery. This is weird. Also, guys, the parts are just falling apart on this, so it looks like every single spot that has been glued together is just completely broken off. Yeah, guys, look at this. There's the earring from her. There is the other side of her hair. I don't know, I think this is just one big piece, but if you guys look here, the other earring is broken off now, and so is the little front piece that she had there. So this is what the piece of like vinyl would look like if it was just at the factory. I mean, of course, no paint, but still, this is what the piece would have looked like without all the other pieces glued onto it. And guys, if you've never seen the inside of a pop before, there is nothing inside of it. But yeah, this is very squishy. It almost reminds me of a bath toy now. And guys, no, that's just the head. I want to check out some of the other parts. Oh, actually, here's the bottom to the head where you would stick the body to it. Yeah, this is the little piece that goes like at the bottom where you guys could see through the figure a second ago. This is what would have connected the body to the head. Guys, and there's also these little bits that kind of feel like silly putty, and I don't know what that's coming from. Possibly the base, or maybe that's the glue that stuck it together. I'm not sure, but here's the body to her with the... Oh, geez. Okay, guys, so... What the heck? Guys, this is the base here. This clear part, or this pinkish thing, is the base of the figure. So you guys can see, I'm gonna move this closer with the bucket. That is what the base of the figure looks like, guys. It looks like silly putty. And then here is also the pickaxe, as well as maybe her feet. I'm not sure. Anyways, guys, this is really weird, and it is cool, though, that something reacted to it. So it looks like these smaller bits of vinyl just kind of turned into like a silly putty type. I don't know if this is safe to be around. Oof. Ooh, there's her hand. Her hand fell off. Well, anyways, guys, I wanted to do like close-ups of all of these characters. I don't know how we're gonna get a close-up of this one, but yeah, this one I'm gonna have to be careful with. I don't know what to do anymore. My hands are kind of just stuck. Well, anyways, guys, hope you guys enjoyed this video. And if you guys would like to see another experiment like this, let me know in the comment section below because we can totally do that. Also, if you guys have any other liquids that you guys think would react well with these figures, maybe something more like the nail polish remover, we can do 4 different ones that react differently, kind of similar to this though, where something actually happens to the figure. Because these ones are fun, but not much happened to them. But anyways, like I said, hope you guys enjoyed this video. And if you guys want to see more from me in the future, don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, do all that. But this has been an episode of Top Pops. Popsters, thanks for watching. See you guys tomorrow. Hey, you made it to the end of the video. If you're new around here, you should subscribe to keep up to date with the channel. I do upload every day after all. And if you're already a subscriber, thank you. And you can always like the video if you know, well, liked the video. And if a video every day isn't enough for you, you can always check me out on many other platforms. I do post pretty much every day over there as well. Oh, and I also wanted to mention that due to popular demand, we now have Top Pops merch. Yeah, I know. You're welcome. We have a bunch of different designs, and the shirts come in 16 different colors. That's right, 16 different colors. So there's literally a color for everyone. There's also phone cases, sweaters, and since so many of you asked, yes, we finally have wall clocks. I'll have it all linked in the description down below for you guys to check out. Anyways, that's gonna do it for today, and I'll see you guys tomorrow.